And we're live. Hey, welcome, guys. Welcome to another Friday night watch chat. I am Bobby Legs. Thank you. I hope you guys had a great week. And we're here for you on a Friday night. For all of you guys who are and ladies who are still not doing anything on Friday nights, we're here for you. I meant that. I meant that as much of a compliment as I could. Okay. Anyway, we got a guest here. Brian from the Slicey Dicey channel. He's been on here before. Good friend. And Brian, how are you, man? How
I'm
you
doing
doing?
well. I'm doing well. Thanks for having me on. I appreciate it. It's always a lot of fun.
What do you have on wrist tonight?
Today I wore the Zelos. What do they call this one? The Frost.
Frost.
I
Fully
can't remember
loom
which
dial.
model name it is.
Frost.
Yeah, the
Ooh.
loom dial one. Yeah, I like it a lot
Yeah.
because it's a lot of loom dials look really loomy and weird, but this actually
Yeah.
it kind of has just like a paper texture when it's not loomed up. So
Yeah. Yeah.
I actually really like
Cool.
it, and yeah, I got it on either your Discord or so I got it off of Discord. One of them. It was either yours or somebody else's for a good deal. And the Zeloses are kind of hard to get the one you want.
Mm.
And the new
Is
ones
it-
are a bit too crazy for me. All those bronze and all the meteorite
Different
tiles and
metals.
stuff. I don't
Yeah.
really like. This one is a pretty normal looking one. So.
Is it a dive watch? Is it the Mako or the Swordfish or one of those?
It's a Mako 3, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Mako
Gotcha.
3 Frost, I think they call it. Yeah.
Nice.
What
It annoys my wife when we sleep. So
Wait, so do you sleep with your watch on?
I always do because without my
Wow.
glasses on, I'm blind as a bat. So, and I wake up a lot during the night. So,
Yeah.
like, a good dive watch is the best way for me to tell what time it is at 2:30 or 3 in the morning.
I'm worried that
I
I'm
always sleep with a watch on.
I'm worried that I'll have like a Jimmy arm and then like whack my wife with a watch. Do you know what I mean?
It's-
Like you ever have
it's
the Jimmy arm?
It's happened. It's
It's
happened.
happened. Yes.
I got her with not with the head of the watch, but on my Seiko Arnie. It's got the big old retainer clasp on it. I scratched her once with that. So
That'll teach her.
yeah.
Oh man.
What knife you got on? Carrying
What
today.
do I have? I don't remember. Bug out. Benchmade.
Go ahead, nice. Yeah.
Carbon S91, yeah.
Nice fidget.
Yeah, it
Fidget
was
kind of knife.
I was wearing shorts earlier and it's really light, so.
Yeah.
Nice.
Cho, what's up, man?
Yo.
How you
Hey.
doing?
Good evening. Good. Glad. Happy Friday to
Yeah.
everyone.
Am I putting in the solo layout?
No.
You
No,
have to.
no
I'm doing
need.
the solo
No need.
layout. What you got here?
I got
Ooh.
what is this? Ooh. So Pennsylvania made RGM pilot watch.
Yeah.
So sweet.
It's
Very,
cool.
very nice. Finally, how long from start to finish when you contacted RGM for the first time to place an order? Let's do it from there. From placing the order to when you received it, how long did it take?
I think it was November, like before
Oh, okay.
Thanksgiving. Yeah. And he like really managed my expectations. Like it might be 8 months. I was like, okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Awesome.
So, yeah. It's the biggest thing I've had on my wrist. A pretty slender wrist for 22 millimeter bracelet and like 42 or 43 size. But I guess it's a pilot, so.
But you're a chrono
Yeah,
guy
that's
though
okay.
too. I mean, I figured you'd be used to wearing bigger watches with some of the chronos that you have or had.
Yeah, but I guess like the ones that I really like the vintage ones are still like 37, 38.
Okay, true. Yeah.
Yeah.
How does it compare to the PETA on the wrist?
It is it's not as thick, it's broader, more like a dinner plate on the wrist, but it sits well. It doesn't wobble around like a big thick brick like the PETA. So it's good. It's good.
Okay. Nice. Do you have a knife? Are you carrying a knife?
You don't have to ask everyone that just because I'm here.
I figure we might as well.
Well, no, I did well. Actually, as a matter of fact, Bobby.
Amin went to go get a knife, I think.
Maybe I should too.
I don't know how this came to be, but RGM, when they sent the watch, it came with some swag, like a baseball cap and a pin, and it came with like this little RGM knife, and this isn't even the one that came with the watch, because for some reason Bobby Legs, unbeknownst to me, took it upon himself to send me this knife in the mail, which arrived the same time as the watch. So I have two of these RGM knives, one from Bobby Legs. So thank you very much. I love it.
Awesome.
Cool.
Yeah. So on Random Rob's Discord, somebody was selling an RGM branded knife, or like they had printed RGM on it.
Yeah.
And I talked to, and I reached out to him, and I was like, is this really, something that RGM? And he said he picked it up from somebody. I had no idea that it was going to be something that they were going to throw in from some swag for you and send it to you. I just thought maybe back in the day they just gave them away, right, as kind of like a promotion,
I've seen the Omega one.
This the same. So this same guy was selling also a Breitling one.
Nice.
So I picked up RGM knowing that you were going to get your knife very, very soon. I sent it, and then like the next day you get the watch with the knife and the baseball cap. And for a second there, I was like, wait a second, is that the knife that I sent him? And that's why I reached out to you. I'm like, is that
now it's too late to ask for it back, like a jerk.
I feel bad. I should send it back.
No, keep it.
Can you send that back since you got another one?
Yeah, and then I'll just ask the guy, can I get my money back? But it wasn't much at all. So
can I see the baseball cap? Can you put that
on? Yeah, where's the cap? Oh,
we're
I've only
geeking out
seen the
over.
Omega. Doesn't the Omega one have the like case back removal thing? Like they're really old.
Oh yeah. So does
that's
the
a
RGM.
sweet hat. I can't wait to get that hat. I'm gonna rock that hat.
Yeah.
Well, who says you're getting one?
I better get a hat.
No, Brian, but that
If
RGM
not, I'll pay extra and get a hat.
That RGM does have the case back remover.
Oh, it's got the same thing as the Omega too?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
sorry.
cool.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you. It's awesome. Yeah.
Very cool.
Nice.
So now you can wield like both in one hand when you're walking down the street and be like and pretend you're a badass,
Oh, I was gonna like shuck some shellfish or something.
Yeah, you could probably do that with that too, actually.
Thank you.
It would work for that.
Yeah, it definitely would work for that, I think. Colin, at Winding_Watches, what's up, man? How are you? Is that a
Good,
Canadian?
man.
Is that a Canadian shirt you're wearing?
Yeah, I actually on the other screen here, I got the NHL draft going on, and so I might be distracted a little here as I watch that.
I'm a hockey fan, but not enough to know who anyone is in the draft. I would
me too.
I'd be like, whatever.
Yeah.
He sounds Russian. He's probably all right.
Yeah, probably is Russian. Yeah. Yeah, I'm good, man. I got the overseas on rubber today.
Nice.
Yeah, and I have a compass.
Okay.
Nice.
That's the best I can do. It's got like a sharp thing here.
Yeah, you can hurt somebody.
Yeah.
You can definitely hurt somebody for sure.
The only thing that nice people use their knives for is opening Amazon boxes, and that wouldn't.
That's basically what I use my knife for, man.
Yeah.
Although I do have like a Cold Steel Scout 4Max Scout that I when I'm doing stuff in the property that's come handy. It's a big ass knife.
Yeah, they're huge and ridiculous, but not expensive. So it's
not expensive, but really awesome quality and for what it is, and really very useful. I found it very useful. Amin, how are you, man?
Good. I'm wearing my Doxa again today.
Yeah, very nice.
And
I love that Doxa. I was looking at it.
This is the closest knife to me today.
That works.
It's a big one.
Whoa.
Jeez, I think I have that one, a Tinker Deluxe or whatever it is.
I've had this since I was a Cub Scout. So
awesome.
Many years ago.
Nice.
Yeah. Very nice. I wish I had my Cub Scout now. I wish I had him. I wish I had him now. I wish I had him. I got my my Kadoke too, and carrying pick up before my fast. This was like my last knife hurrah was the Elemental. I'm sorry, the Kershaw bare knuckle.
That's a pretty knife.
Nice,
I like that one.
It is nice.
Fairly reasonably priced.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Before your fast.
Yeah. Right. Before my fast.
Yeah, sure.
So
it totally was.
Are you fasting from knives?
I'm doing a watch fast, and then by consequence, I'm also doing a knife fast because it's too much of a guilty like pleasure, like to get me over, not buying watches, buying knives, and it's just it defeats the whole purpose.
I don't know.
So,
it sounds like a perfect loophole to me. It doesn't sound like a.
I know. That's why it's a perfect loophole. That's why I'm not doing it, and I'm not buying. And then I extended it to not buying watches for review for the channel, because at the same time those endorphins go off when so I'm just gonna, it's just a test of will. That's all. We're not gonna talk about it. We're already talking about it ad nauseum. I don't want to bore Amin or Colin, but yeah, it is what it is. But let's start off with, before I go and say hello to the chat, Brian, tell us about your new channel that you have.
Oh yes, so it's really, I guess almost, I feel like last week it was bad timing, but I started a watch channel, Watchya On About, and it's just like my stuff. And the reason why I did it was being slightly paranoid, because some of the knife channels on YouTube are getting demonetized and stuff. So I thought, I'll start a watch channel just in case. Like, I'm not gonna try and make a big thing out of it. It was like just a thing to have, and I'll do a video every couple of weeks and whatever.
Yeah.
And now all the watch channels are getting in trouble.
That's right.
So it was like that was bad timing. And they're getting in more serious trouble than, like, the knife channel is the worst that's happened to any of us. Was a couple of people got demonetized.
Yeah.
Or the watch channels, they were removing videos and taking channels down and everything, and it was just like, I have a conspiracy theory about who's responsible for that, and no one believes me, but I won't. I don't need to bring that up, but
well,
I have a pretty good guess of who it is who's making the complaints.
All right. Well, I mean, you brought it up. I mean, you know what I mean? Unless you don't want to reveal your sources.
It's like QAnon level of conspiracy theory. But in the car world, there's this guy, Pagani Cars. Horatio Pagani is the most litigious person in the history of mankind.
Okay.
And if he can't get you taken down for reviewing Pagani watches, he can just make random copyright claims on other stuff. Anybody can do it. They can get them taken down. He's done it to people in the car world. He did the exact same thing to try and get a couple of car channels taken down who just gave bad reviews of his cars. So that is my out of the left field, 100% probably not true. But if I had to guess, Pagani they've done it, but he's done it before. So, and a lot of the channels that got in trouble have reviewed watches. So that's my crazy conspiracy theory that is probably almost 100% not true. But he did it in a car world. So,
man, I would not die on a hill for Pagani reviews. Like,
yeah.
Now you called him out here, or Bobby Leg's gonna get.
I know, man.
Well, then we'll know. Hey, at least we'll know.
Then we'll know. Right. Then we'll know. Yeah, I'll fall on the sword. Yeah. And anyway, so I have a link to Spicy's new YouTube channel in the description. Please check him out. Let's encourage him. Just like Colin, let's have him put out some videos every week or so. You know, we'll encourage you, Colin, but you haven't done it. Anyway, but let's.
They came out. They got pulled by Google. YouTube pulled them.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Pulled who?
They pulled my videos. I put like one out every week, and every time I put them up, they pull them.
Yeah, sure.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
You made Pagani there.
Yeah. Canadian Pagani. Okay, so let's. I don't know. So let's say hello to the chat. Hey, Sanjay, Engineer Wannabe, how you doing, man? Hey, thank you. Speaking of Engineer Wannabe, we have Random Rob, who does a live stream at 9:00 on Monday nights. Amin does a live stream on 9:00 on Tuesday nights. I do one on Friday nights. Me and Sanjay do one on Sunday nights at 9:00. Sanjay, you do yours on Saturday at 6. Let's get it to the 9:00 slot, man. Let's dominate 9:00 slots. With our buddies here, and if anybody else who has a channel who wants to do one at 9:00 a stream, please do so. We'll support you.
Wednesday night. We need a Wednesday night.
We need a Wednesday nighter. We need a Monday nighter. No, we don't need a Monday.
We
nighter.
got Rob.
Right, and
we need
Wednesday
a Wednesday
and Thursday and the Thursday. And Slicey, you have 8:00 on Sunday, right? So
nice.
And then when your watch channel comes,
and Wednesday night at 9, I'm sure I'm busy doing something. I just don't want to do another live stream. Seriously, I'm doing like I have a thing with the guy.
Rob, did you upgrade the stream here?
I did upgrade.
This.
I know.
That's great.
I'm still working on it. Thanks for noticing, Colin. I appreciate it. No, Wednesday nights at the Slicey Dicey household is catch up on old episodes of Downtown Abbey. That's what I heard.
How do you do this?
I've never watched a bit of it.
How did you get the quote to show up like that?
No. So you have to. I'm paying for it now.
Yeah, me too. But I don't have any option to do it.
I don't know how I did that. I just selected the bubble.
You're paying
Bobby
more.
Big Time.
Bobby Big Time.
Bobby Big Time Legs. Yeah.
All right.
Hey Chaz, how you doing? What's going on, man? Bill K's here. I know Megan was here earlier on. So hi Megan. Sands of Time, Sam, how you doing? All the way from Australia. This is awesome. Whoa. Wilson, how you doing? Mr. Cassioke, hello. AZ Clayton from Arizona. Nilo 5280 is here. Guys, let us know what you're wearing on wrist. Dibs here. Wrist Ross is here. How you doing? Way's here.
Wrist Ross is a great freaking name.
He's a great guy too. Let's see here. You got me again, Joe. You always do this, man. You always get me. B-Dev, what is up? How are you? Time Hill is here. Hello, everyone. Glad to be here. I almost fell for Colin. Pale Horse is here. How are you, sir? Catching up. Oh, Deech is here. What's up, Deech? And Jeffrey as well. Thank you so much for coming. Let's see here. I'm catching up. Sorry. How is the bracelet on the RGM? Scott wants to know, Joe.
Ooh, bracelet is nice. So 22 millimeters at the lugs, doesn't taper, so it's thick all around, but the quality's good. No fancy beveling or anything like that, but it's solid with a good butterfly clasp. The twin triggers are kind of like the I don't know. I've had twin triggers before, and this is like one of the better mechanisms designs for it. So yeah, it's good. Really nice, very solid.
Excellent.
No micro
I'm
adjust.
looking them up on my computer right now. I have not looked at them before.
RGM, yeah. It's I mean, he's an American watchmaker. It's mostly American parts, right? I mean, the movements, unless he's making the movements are Swiss, right, Joe?
So he'll the cheaper models use some ETA calibers 2892, 93, 7750. This one is sorry, I can't bend this one to kind of show off but his in-house movement, like this 801, which is the kind of the cheapest, the most affordable one. Sorry.
Oh wow, look at that thing. That's awesome.
Yeah, it's kind of based on the Unitas architecture, but made by them, the bridges and everything. And these in-house ones, he estimates, I think it was like somewhere around like 90% of the watch is made in the U.S.
Okay.
Wow.
That's excellent. Yeah. That's awesome. That's awesome.
Being in the knife world, everybody's there's a lot of very enthusiastic American-made people, and or American-made enthusiasts. I guess they're all most of them are American-made people as well. But into American-made stuff, and I always think like when I do pictures of like a really nice American-made knife, it'd be nice to have an American-made watch, but there just aren't.
Yeah,
really.
There's Weiss, but he also uses Swiss movements.
Yeah.
But I mean, like that's okay. That's okay.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of German brands like Zen uses Swiss movements.
It's just something we don't do here anymore.
Yeah.
It's not like there's an option to buy the movements.
Kevin's here. Colin has a machete under the desk. Alfredo, super cool watch, Joe. Thanks, Alfredo, for coming by. Chaz, Rob moving into warm up Joe for the resale of the RGM Smart Move. Yep, Joe, I will buy all your watches. And Josh is here. Hey, Josh from the Town Watch. What is going on? Amin, you need something crazy on that green screen. Okay. Oh, and that is Colin. Damn it. No, it's not Colin.
No.
That's not me.
No. Man, you guys with the names, man. So close. Mountain Center Time. Hi, all. Sporting a new Tudor P01. I saw that on your Instagram with an Aaron
nice.
bespoke ostrich strap. Actually looks really, really good.
Yeah. It does look good. That was a good picture.
Yeah.
I've got one of those Aaron straps. It's the most ever spent on a strap, but it was worth every
Oh, really?
penny of it. Yeah.
Nice.
I have a crocodile one or an alligator one of them.
Nice.
Cool.
Nice.
He does good work.
Rob is saying another conspiracy theory, only channels that have content that cover topics with expendable and expensive items are having a problem with being deleted or videos removed.
Oh, woke. Yeah.
Yeah, really? I mean, then
They don't want consumption.
Then I tell you what, then the whole process to file a complaint is just loosey-goosey then.
Yeah, that's
all
the
of us?
problem. That's the problem. That it could happen to anybody who, with anything on YouTube. That process is just
It
needs to go away.
It's take action and then ask questions later, and that's just a bummer,
You need to show that you actually have a copyright on something before you file a copyright infringement complaint or counterfeit complaint, I guess is more
right.
But you need to prove that that's yours before you file that complaint.
Yeah. Time Hill, he's wearing a Datejust.
Sweet.
Mark's asking, is Joe painting the crown red on that?
The whole thing.
Paint the whole thing red.
Shellac it. Yeah.
B Dev is saying Joe should do a live stream at 11 p.m. His velvet voice would put me to sleep.
I put myself to sleep. Shit.
That's the weirdest compliment I ever got on my channel was that some guy emailed me and said, "I love your channel. I put it on when I'm sleeping. Like, I put it on to go to sleep at night." And I was like, "Thanks." Like it was a very complimentary email, but I'm like, "Thanks, I guess."
You put me to sleep so easily. It's great.
My
Knives.
tones.
Yeah. Detroit Spartan Cameron Weiss makes some really high-end quality American-made watches for sure. Saying 95% American. Okay, so let's see here. One last shout out. Let's okay. There it is. Roar of the Tiger was an RGM, also using vintage American pocket watch movements, Waltham, Illinois watch, etc. I think they were right.
I think so.
Yeah.
I don't know. He definitely takes some elements that are inspired by those movements. So
yes.
Parts of his in-house movement and some options on his in-house movement are inspired by old American movements, but I haven't seen him. Who is the other guy who does that?
The guy out in California, right? What's his name?
Not Shapiro.
No, I'm totally blanking.
He does those like art deco. He like packs those pocket watch movements.
I think that's
into, like, these art deco cases.
I think that's who he's talking about.
Oh my god, I can't.
Yeah, he's been in the industry forever. Sorry,
he just retired, didn't he? Or he's about to retire. He makes a lot of Oh my, this is gonna bug me.
Yeah, he's in Bill Sanders, Facebook
page,
group,
our page.
Yeah.
Richard Page.
Yeah.
I think that maybe who you're talking about.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so I wanted to briefly bring up something that I saw on Brian's video, his State of the Seiko collection, which you have a pretty extensive Seiko collection.
It's a bit ridiculous. Yeah.
So we've been talking a lot over the last week and a half or 2 weeks about quality control issues. There's been a few videos about it. I've talked about it on the Watch Soup with Sanjay this past week. And so I don't want to, beat a dead horse here, but you had a very interesting quality control issue, I would say.
I think
with your Seiko.
arguably a fairly severe one. So I bought a SPB 147, the 62 Moss, reissue, from a friend who was getting divorced. I knew I was getting it with no box, no papers, no nothing. It didn't even have the original strap. Like, I knew that going in. He was having a hard time, needed to sell it. I wanted one anyway. And he sold it to me for a very, very reasonable price. And I got it, and it was fine for, like, I don't know, a couple, 3 weeks. It seemed to be running all right. And then I noticed whenever I would even just stop moving or like take a nap or something for an hour, it would stop. And then it got worse and worse and worse. So I sent it to Mimo's Jewelry because I never had an issue like this before, so I didn't really know what to do or who to send it to. And I bought a lot of watches from Mimo. Great place to buy watches. And I sent it off to him, and he sent it to his watchmaker, and they took it apart, and there was no oil in it, like at all. Like it was just dry as a bone. I obviously don't have any warranty because the way I bought it. And they sent it up to Seiko, and they replaced the movement. It was like with shipping and everything, he only charged me $300, which is he didn't charge me anything extra more than what Seiko charged him. Didn't even charge me to diagnose it because he said if I can't fix it, I don't charge you. So I thought that was awesome. But yeah, they replaced the movement, and sent it back. It's great now. One thing that kind of makes me mad about it almost is on a time grapher now, it's running like plus 1.5 seconds a day, which almost kind of makes me mad because you're like, if you could do that with that movement, why didn't it just come that way? There's no way it was that good when I got it, or when it left the factory. There was no way it was that good. So if that movement is capable of that, why don't you just do it? But what got me thinking about it too is not just this. I wasn't too upset about this. It was all right, whatever. And the guy I bought it from paid to get it fixed, even though he didn't have to. It was just a friend, and it was a great thing to do. But I was watching just one more watch a video about not reviewing any more Seikos over $1,000. And being a Seiko fan, I only have 13 of them. At first I was like, what? I would still buy a Seiko over 1,000, but then watching this video, I'm like, no, you know what? I don't think I would. I think he's right. I'm because there have been I would really like to have a Captain Willard, but I'm just like, I don't think I would spend that on it. And
yeah, I think the trick is that if you're going to spend over 1,000 on a Seiko, you got to see it in person first, right?
But now I'm even kind of spooked because this one, was an internal thing. I wouldn't know everything lined up. I've been shockingly good luck as far as bezel lining up and stuff. Most of mine are pretty good. I have a couple that are a little wonky, but most of them are pretty good. But yeah, I don't think maybe, and this is coming from an unabashed Seiko fanboy. I don't think I'd spend more than 1,000 on Seiko anymore.
Yeah. I think I'm with you. I could, but I would have to see it I would have to, at least I know the movement. There's nothing you could do about the movement when you're seeing it in the store for the first time, but at least you can, check if things line up and whatnot. I think.
But I still love their, $400, $500, $600, $700 stuff.
Yeah, me too.
Me too. And I'll continue to buy some of them. But I know you got that Sumo.
I'll send that up to you.
Yeah, that's one I want to try on just because of my wrist size, not because I'm of a quality control thing. I'm just wondering. I don't know if it's going to look all right or not. Because I can wear a turtle, but barely.
Yeah.
But yeah, I still like some of their stuff in that range. But yeah, I don't know.
Not to be a Seiko defender or whatever, but I think with the gazillion Seikos out there, if being completely oil free in the movements were sort of a frequent thing, we'd hear more about that.
That's very true.
It sounds like somebody at the Seiko factory screwed up on that one, but it's probably uncommon.
The watchmaker who tore it apart in diagnosis said he had never seen that before. Ever.
Yeah.
So, but it just destroyed the whole thing.
I don't think I've ever heard of a watch not having a movement, not having any oil or lubrication in a movement at all. And then today I've heard it twice. You and another person. I don't really want to say what kind of watch it was in because anyway, but it was not a Seiko. I'll just say that.
Pagani, wasn't it?
It was a Pagani. But yeah, I never heard of that. And then today twice.
Yeah, it was really weird. And like I said, the watchmaker said it was a freak thing. He never seen it before.
Yeah.
And like I said, they just replaced the whole thing, which obviously they're going to. That's a lot easier than just repairing it. Just chuck it in the bin and put a new one in. But and it's running, so well now that it makes me mad. So.
Colin, how's the draft going?
Good. Yep.
Colin got so sleepy from Seiko's, he lost track of the draft and everything. He was just thinking about like.
It's fine.
Didn't I see on the other night? Didn't you just buy a Seiko though, Colin, or was it another G-Shock?
Nope, I haven't.
I
bought a Doxa. I bought a Doxa the other day.
I thought I remember watching the other night, and you bought something that was actually in my price range, and that was
2 weeks ago. Colin browsed Seiko's in Nomon Watch.
That's what it was.
I did, yes.
That's what it was. That's what.
And
it
then
was,
it cleared like a bad infection.
Oh, no.
What do they prescribe for that? Because I need to take that to make it stop.
Awesome.
Stop the burning sensation.
Yeah.
Seiko Land.
Okay, well, so let's get a topic here that maybe we'll get the juices flowing for Colin. I asked in Super Best Watch Friends Discord channel for any topics that anybody wants to discuss, and our friend AB from Watch Collection Strategy said, if you can keep 2 watches in your collection, one sports and one casual/dress, what would you pick and why? And I thought that was a pretty good question. Does anybody want to take this on first? Otherwise, I'll jump in.
I'd keep my the same one that Colin has. It's actually within reach. My my Seamaster.
Yeah, sweet.
Professional. I keep this.
Yeah.
And because it's the
Planet
small
Ocean,
one,
right?
It's my size, and I love it. And probably a Seiko Alpinist of some sort. Maybe not the one I have, but probably an Alpinist of some sort.
Okay.
Nice.
All right. Nice duo there. Let me jump in so I give you other guys time to think. I would keep, for my dress watch, obviously the Kadoke 2. It was a grail, quote unquote grail for me for a while. And the sports watch is a little tough. I mean, the Black Bay 58 obviously has a lot of meaning for me, and I love that watch. But it is kind of on, I would say, like a dress diver kind of look, and which is fine. But I think I'd probably go German again, and I'd go with my U50 because I mean that is just just tough. I mean, it's a great everyday watch that could take a beating, and it fits really, really well. And on that rubber strap, it just sometimes it feels like it's not even on wrist. It's great. So I'd keep my German pair here, I think. Joe, do you have any thoughts?
Yeah, I think I would want to keep your Kadoke and your Sen.
He'd go to his house and steal those?
Yeah. I don't know if Joe really has a dress watch. Do you?
No, I don't. In fact, when Bobby Legs brought it up, I think I would sub this one in for my dress watch. I would.
Oh yeah.
Because it's stupid, but I love it. And yeah, I guess I keep this one for a sport watch.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah.
Chat, please let us know what you would do too, and I'll highlight some of your picks. Amin, what are you thinking?
For dress, I think I keep the Moser Endeavor, rose gold Moser, and then for sports, it'd be either the Breguet or the Octo, and I feel like to complement the Moser, I think I would say Octo, even though I think I like the Breguet more than the Octo. But if I'm trying to pair with the Moser, I feel like the Octo's more different.
So it's interesting that you brought up the Octo because I heard you talking the other day on our Discord chat. You had just done the Chapek stream. I don't know if it was that night or the day after.
Yeah.
And you're, I know it was like a whim, but you were thinking of ways to get a Chapek, and you threw in the Octo as a possible something that you would sell or trade. So I feel like there's a door opening here for the Octo. Does the Octo?
I think I was
The
just
days
talking
are numbered.
crazy
Okay.
for that moment. It was like, how could I make it happen? Not like, how do I want to make it happen?
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. I really feel like the Octo is very, was a good buy. I'm happy with it.
Okay. Colin, how about you? What do you say?
So Sport Watch would be the GMT Master. Definitely. Now this is where it gets tricky. Really, the only dress watch would be the Day, but I would actually be tempted to keep this as my dress watch because you can throw it on a strap, on rubber, on a bracelet, on anything. It's really, really wearable. It's discreet, all that kind of stuff. So if this can count as a dress watch, I think I'd be inclined to do that.
I think it's sophisticated enough that you could pull that off as a dress for sure. Yeah. Nice picks. I mean, that went a lot quicker than I thought. So let's
see ya.
See ya. Right. Good night, guys. Dib saying Submariner, no day for him, and the El Primero final edition.
Nice.
Excellent picks. Is this excluding something on the watch? No, but you don't have to include them. I excluded the BB-58. I mean, I didn't exclude. I mean, I didn't hold it against other watches that didn't have that sentimental value that the BB-58 does. Rob here is saying Tudor Black Bay 58 and the Longines Conquest covers everything in my life.
Nice.
Excellent. Hey, Peter, thanks for joining us. And Peter and Pete, how are you? Riss Ross is saying overseas dual time and Historiques 1921. Have to keep a bit of the same theme. Wow.
That's a killer one, too.
That's a killer one, too. Yeah. VC. Excellent watch.
Those historic 1921s have really taken off in the past 2-3 months. It seems like they're getting very, very popular.
I thought I noticed that too, but I'm kind of idiot when it comes into that price range. But I looked at one of those like last year on something, and then one came up like as a suggested, and I thought, wow, wasn't that a lot more than they used to be?
Yeah, I've been eyeing those up for years. I've always thought it's really, really beautiful, but it's starting to just. I mean, it's not like they've gone crazy like above retail or anything.
Yeah,
I don't think. But
did they just come out with that steel model recently, or has that been around?
Because I know it was precious. There's a platinum. There's a platinum.
I thought there was a steel. I know they had precious metals, but I thought they had, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I saw a platinum then, and I thought
maybe I might have missed that. I don't know.
No. I might be talking out of my but I thought they came out with a steel version. Anyway, no, those watches are incredibly beautiful. I remember the first time I ever saw one was on Bill Sanders, on his YouTube channel, and I just thought it was just a really cool, interesting, concept. A nice little driving watch. Just really, really awesome and so different,
Beautiful too. Like in person, it's like pictures don't do it justice. It's the dial is so gorgeous.
It looks like they're still under retail.
Are they?
Just checking it out.
Okay.
Yeah.
But you used to be able to get them well under, I believe.
Retail is 36.8, and it looks like that you can get them for in the low 20s on Chrono.
Oh wow.
Oh.
Okay.
Nice. Ooh.
Maybe I'm wrong,
really?
but like maybe the sellers are bad. But
is it the full size one? There's two sizes. There's like a medium and a large.
Well, I'm looking at one which is 40 millimeters.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's
Because I was thinking that I saw them in like right around 20, and now they're like 26, 27.
That's what I thought too.
Yeah.
Well, some of them are definitely in the mid 30s on chrono and low 30s, but there's one private seller at 23. There's a Japan seller at 23. So there, I mean, again, sellers may be bad. I don't know.
Yeah. Bobby's saying he's going with his JLC Rouge. A little bit of a surprise there. And for sports, he's going for his VC Overseas Blue. I would think he go with his elongans on.
Yeah, that is a little
But
surprising.
a little surprising.
You heard it here first. He's selling the Longa.
Yeah. Yep. Selling the Longa. Nilo's saying his U1 and Archimedes Outdoor 41. Nice picks.
Nice.
Chaz is going with his Grand Seiko SBGA 211. That's a snowflake, right? I think it is, right? And the Zin 903, excellent combination. Weben is saying, is a GS SBG a 413 a dress watch or a sports watch? Because I'm keeping that no matter what. Yeah, I mean, whatever you want to do with it, right?
Actually, there's a historique for really cheap from Hong Kong. No box and papers.
On chrono?
Yeah.
Does it have a red dot or a green dot on it? No, just because. No, because if you look at the page where you select, they have like
red.
So they don't have it. They don't have it.
A good tip.
Green dot means that they have it, and if you look at the shipping, it will say like 1 to 2 days or 1 to 3 days. Red, so that's another thing. You have to be wary about.
And an orange means available in so many days. 3
right.
to 5
so
days.
that's probably means that they may not have it either.
Good tip.
But there's a few in the 22 range, right?
Yeah, there's one that's like under 20, but it's got a red dot.
I see that.
Mountain Standard Time. My only dress watch is too small for me. Vintage Omega Constellation pipe hand. That's a great looking watch. I love the pipe hands.
What color dot do they have for timepiece, gentlemen?
A circle with a line through it.
Yeah, the Ghostbusters.
I shouldn't kick a man while he's down, but it's so much fun.
It is a lot of fun.
Clayton dress Longa 1815 up down. Very nice. Sport Daytona white down.
Not bad.
Man, not bad.
I'd say Daytona if I had one for sure.
Not bad. Brownie's going Pam 233 and OP 39 white. Not bad either.
Nice.
Not bad either. Alfredo's going dress Longa Grande 1 and Sports H Moser Streamliner.
Man, we got some ballers in the chat today, don't we?
That's awesome.
You guys always do. Whenever I'm hanging out in the chat, I always notice that. I'm always having to Google whatever the hell everybody's talking
about. Yeah. G-Shocks don't count, Steve.
They're free. Anything Casio does not count in your watch collection. That's
no steel, only yellow gold, rose gold, and now platinum. So that's what it was. I saw the platinum. I'm like, okay, that's
the platinum one's really hot. That's the newest one.
Yeah.
I don't think they made a lot of those.
If I promise not to wind them, can I keep all my current collection as jewelry and not watches?
But if they're automatic, you can't even move your arm, or else they'll accidentally wind.
Kevin, Daytona Black Dial and Grand Seiko SBGA 387. Nice. Very nice.
I have no clue what a 387 is.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's nice.
Oh, yeah. Oh. Very
nice.
Yeah.
So Chaz,
Bobby's going to do his 3 options of
Yeah.
Every single one of them will be better than anyone else's.
Yeah. Excellent. I love it. I love Watch Talk. It's great. No. I just. This is great. I love
I love
hearing.
watches. Woo.
Yeah.
Really?
That's why we're here, man.
Hot takes from Bobby Leg.
Yeah. Oh man, we finally got Colin to wake up. It's great. It's awesome.
Yeah.
All right. You know the Olympics started today, Colin, and you're watching hockey draft. The Olympics, it's a year delayed. It's in Japan.
Yeah, I'll just watch the 100-meter dash and a couple of
Yeah,
things.
Right. But no Usain Bolt this year. So this Olympics, right? So is it?
Yeah. It's Canada's turn.
Yeah, Ben, you're gonna bring back Ben Johnson.
No, what's that guy's name? Andre something.
The Giant.
No, he's like a little wee man, but he's fast. DeGrasse Tyson. What? I don't know his name.
This Olympics where the performance-enhancing drugs are going to be antibiotics.
Yeah.
Doesn't seem like a good idea to me, but whatever.
Ben
Knock
Johnson.
yourselves out.
Carl Lewis.
Andre DeGrasse. That's his name.
That's such a Canadian name, isn't it? Isn't it? Wasn't it Degrassi Junior High School? What was that? What was that show?
Degrassi Junior High.
Yeah, that was Canadian, right?
Yeah, Drake was on it. Yeah,
that was Canadian.
Huh?
Of course, yeah, man. Of course, man.
Canadian,
those kids weren't American, dude.
I'm young enough to know that it existed, but too old to have actually watched it.
I actually never really watched Degrassi.
I never did either because I knew right off the bat. I'm like, this is not real, man. This is not real. Man, I cannot relate with these guys. And then they had the one girl who had like a kind of like a flock of seagulls kind of hair. Or am I just making that up? I don't know.
No, there was like a punk rock girl.
Oh yeah, when they tried.
Name?
I don't know, but when they try to do that, when they try to throw in like a punk rock person in a 90s or 80s, kind of like kid show, it's all crap, man. I mean, it's just like,
checking the boxes on
that's
the 90210 bingo card, and
that's where I draw the line, man. That's where I draw the line. Give me something real.
It's gonna bug me now.
I mean, I 21 Jump Street, and then that was it. You know what I mean? Like, it was just too much for me.
90210 was fantastic. I loved 90210.
Did you watch Melrose Place?
I watched that till the end. Yeah, I watched Melrose Place too. Yeah, to the end.
You know what? Oh, it was Spike. Spike, yeah.
Oh, that was her name?
Yeah, Spike.
Of course it was.
That was the original cast. And now that I'm looking at pictures, I probably watched more of this than I actually admitted to. Anyway, sorry.
No, it's okay. I mean, look, I watched 90210 and I watched Melrose Place. I used to go. I was in college when Melrose Place came out, and me and my buddy Seal, his name is Jason. We call him Seal. Get 2 Mickey's 40s and drink while we watched. Anyway, so moving on.
So you had a friend named Seal, but you're offended by the existence of a girl named Spike.
But that was an alliteration of his last name. Spike. Come on, you're gonna name the punk rock girl Spike? I mean, come on.
That was her name. I made that up, but I'm pretty sure I'm right.
Yeah, Saved by the Bell. Yeah, that one too.
I watched a lot of Saved by the Bell.
I got drunk with Screech once till like 2 a.m.
Really?
Oh man.
Wow.
It was one of the weirdest moments of my life. Yeah, I opened for him. He did stand up for a while, R.I.P. But I opened for him and we hung out till like 2 a.m. He explained to me how it was unfair he got arrested for stabbing someone because he did it with a pen, so it doesn't count.
Does he think he's Jason Bourne?
It was a real piece of work. It was. Yeah, I opened for him and I asked to take a picture and he tried to charge me $10.
Shut up.
And I said, no, I'm good. Thanks, mate.
I'm good. Thanks, Screech.
All right, moving on. Next topic. So, okay.
90s TV seems like a good topic.
Yeah.
It is a good topic.
90s watches. So I want to talk about, I I'm sure we've talked about this in previous streams, but the topics, get blurry after a while after doing a couple of these. But I was thinking the other day about, I've been seeing a lot of videos lately on the Seamaster 300 M, or the 300 diver, the professional diver, the one that has the skeleton hands and then the wave dial. I forget exactly which one it is. And there is a lot of love for that watch. I mean, that's how I feel about it. I mean, like, I know it's going to be an unpopular opinion, but I mean, okay. I mean, it's nice. But I don't. I mean, I think I'd rather have a Planet Ocean when it comes to Omega. Are there watches out there that you guys feel like are supposed to be liked, and it just doesn't? You just don't get the appeal.
Besides the obvious ones that we've probably mentioned before, or?
Like the Speedmaster, but you love the Speedmaster. I think I don't get the Speedmaster so much.
I would say the Black Bay 58, but I don't want to never be asked back. But
yeah, those are fighting words, man.
That hour hand, I just don't like it. I don't.
Is it snowflake hands?
The snowflake hands. I just don't like them.
Yeah.
I mean, for me, I've said this before, but the snowflake, Grand Seiko snowflake.
That one doesn't blow my skirt up as much either. Yeah.
That's where I got him. Right there. That's where I got that phrase from. I said it a couple times, and they're like,
"It's an old Irish phrase." My mom said it all the time.
Did she say it with an Irish accent? Or no?
No, my grandfather said it with an Irish accent, though. Yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
Doesn't blow my skirt up.
I think if I tried an Irish accent, I'd probably come out Jamaican.
It's a fine line.
Yeah. Colin, you have another. You sound like you have another one.
Yeah. Maybe, you know what? I've never seen this one in person, so maybe my mind would change in person. But the 50 fathoms.
Okay.
Yeah. A lot of people, like, it gets posted online and everyone goes, "Oh my god, 50 fathoms," and I'm just kind of like, from what I understand, it's like way too big for most people. It's got a big, huge bezel. It's blingy. It's got a canvas strap. It's it just doesn't do a lot for me, especially like just the base 50 fathoms. Like you get into some of the special edition no rads and stuff, they get kind of cool, when they're like that. But it doesn't really get me going.
Gotcha. Yeah.
So I got a few, but I'm gonna say, just confession first off, that I actually like all of these, but I think I like them less than other people like them. And these are and these are also watches that I liked less until I saw them, and now I like them. Now that I've seen them, I have to admit I like them, but not as much as some others. That I'm going to see Daytona because I said it a million times. I won't go too far into that, but some Daytonas I really think are bad looking. Others I think are good looking, but all I think are less than the current hype. 50 fathoms was on my list too. I think the designs never thrilled me, but again, when I saw it in real life, it's super nice. It just less than some people say. The Milgauss, I've seen that in person now, and I think it's kind of boring. Super nice.
I would agree with that one.
Super nice quality, but doesn't thrill me. And then kind of the whole basic JLC Master Control series, which for a long time I was really into the Moon phase, the classic JLC Master Control Moon, Master Ultra Thin Moon, but now just gotten to the point where they just seem kind of boring. I had the sector dial, that one really bored me, and most of that series, again, really nicely made watches. I could see how somebody would love them. I think I'm not into the very simple anymore. Simple can be super beautiful. I guess my Moser's very simple and I still love it, but something about the JLC master control is kind of underwhelmed me.
Which, by the way, the Sector Dow's like for sale for like 10 grand right now.
I know.
I think I sold it under 3. I think. I'm
No,
pretty
you
sure.
couldn't have.
I'm pretty sure I
I
did.
think he did. Yeah.
Yeah,
I seem to remember you were in the
Because
three
I
to 3,500
I
range.
started at 3,500.
Yeah.
Nobody was interested, and I dropped my prices fast when no one's interested.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I ended up trading that in for like 2 something.
Wow.
Yeah.
You're a legend.
No.
You're a legend.
No regrets.
No regrets.
I got no regrets.
Yeah.
I wouldn't buy it back for 2,500.
Any others?
Wrist Royce got 3,500 in trade for it, so that's not. I'm not that much worse than Wrist Royce.
Yeah.
No, those are mine. That's what I could think of. And again, I do think those are all super nice watches. Just compared to the
we're bashing everyone's favorites here.
Compared to what people, the esteem people hold them in, I don't like them that much.
I agree. I do still like the Snowflake. Like for a certain price, it would be like, yeah, sure, I'd buy that. Or same with the 50 Fathoms. I think at a certain price, it's like it becomes a sweet deal. But
before we get to Brian and Cho, let's catch up with some of the chat here.
He just calls you Cho now.
I have the SMP and the Pelagos, love them both. Rock the watch, Oris for me, just can't connect with the brand. I feel you with that as well. Wilson, Aquatimer AT, World Timer needs more love. I like that watch a whole lot. I do.
You know what? That's on my list. I don't think it's as nice as everyone says.
Gotcha.
And I know that there's people in the chat that like want to buy this watch and stuff. I don't find it, and Marcus really likes it too. I don't find it as it's really thick. It's big. It's I think that the artwork on the globe is overhyped.
A little cheesy.
Yeah, it's nice, but I think it gets a little too much.
All right, fair enough. Speedy haters deserve a different kind of punishment. Sorry, Bobby. I don't hate it. I just don't. It's just not for me. Hashtag not for me. Dan is saying Grand Snowflake is overrated. Hot take by Dan there.
Yeah, Dan's right.
Kevin S. I like the S&P 300. I want to like the PO, but find them too top heavy and chunky for my wrist. But not all of them are.
The newer ones are.
The newer ones are. If you want to go over something a little bit older, they're with the 2,500 movement, right? They're a little bit on the thin side.
And they're cheap. Actually, they've been going up a little bit lately too with everything.
Everything's been going up, man.
But for $3,000 or so, you can get them.
Yeah.
Ours is yours the 41 millimeter also, or it's a bigger one?
42, yeah.
Or whatever it was.
Yeah, it's a 42. Yeah. I don't have the giant one. Yeah.
Yeah, but they're I think mine was 2010, something like that, 2009, 2010.
Yeah, mine's around 11, I think.
Yeah, the older ones are very wearable.
Bobby saying not a huge fan of the Royal Oak, kind of clunky watch to wear. Never wore a jumbo, but wore the 41 and the R00, the Royal Oak Offshore, I think, and both were top heavy. Alfredo's like, I'm actually a big fan of the Milgauss.
There's a lot of people who love the Milgauss.
A lot of people.
Yeah,
I mean, that was kind of the criteria for this topic, right? You got to pick something that's very loved that you don't.
I like the Milgauss. I do.
Yeah, a lot of love. Okay. Well, Risro's saying the Z Blue is beautiful in photos, but disappointing in person, lacks contrast. Hot take here. For me, the Submariner. It's like a car line that runs too long. The Tudors make it look a bit of a mess.
Oh,
wow.
That's a hot take.
Hot take there.
Not going to make a Pagani joke again.
Yachtmaster, meh. Well, Yachtmaster, I don't know if Yachtmaster is beloved.
It's not that loved. Well,
yeah.
Everyone says they love it, but no one buys it.
Yeah.
if I had that kind of money, I would get that. Yeah. I would get the blue dial Messer one with the red seconds head. I love that watch. Nice. My only hesitation, and it's not really a big deal, it's not going to stop me, is the polished center links. But so what? Who cares?
It's gorgeous, Bobby. Yeah. My buddy, I see him every day almost, and he wears it all the time. And
it's so blingy too. I love it.
I can't stop staring at it every time I see it. It is gorgeous.
You can just enamel the center links red.
Yeah, right.
What's the joke? You guys, this is like the third time somebody's brought it up, and I'm lost.
So Joe got a harboring chrono, and it has just one push button, right, for the chrono, the activation. It's a
just a mono pusher.
Yeah, and so he asked them if they could put like a red cap or color it red for him, and they said no. And so when he got it, he colored it red.
Like Tester's model paint?
No, I think he used something more robust.
Not that much different. Yeah, just some cheap enamel, red enamel paint.
Yeah.
Joe made his watch into a rooster.
I can't talk. I have red tape on the top of the center of my steering wheel on my car because race car, and I'm a child. So
I thought it was to tell you which way's straight.
Yeah, and it's a pickup truck. But I don't know. I just was bored one day, and I just put tape on it because it looks like, because I wanted to get a new steering wheel. But I really like my steering wheel, so I just stuck the tape on it.
Nice.
So it's we're getting to 10 o'clock. So Brian, you do some stand up too, don't you?
Yeah. Actually, it's been really tough. I got a lot of gigs when everything first lifted.
Yeah.
And now everybody's back at it and everybody's scrambling. But I've got I have several corporate gigs coming up, which are great because they pay a lot. They're the worst gigs ever. But you get paid a lot. No one cares that you're there. Like
exactly.
One possibly, you're just annoying them.
Yeah.
But the check clear.
Yeah.
And
nice.
I'm doing a fair bit here at my local club, and then going out to LA in October, hopefully, if the global bastard doesn't take over again. Mm-hmm. And I have a few things going on up there, but yeah, it's been great to be back. It's been weird though. Crowds don't know how to they're getting better now, but when we first started again, crowds didn't know what to do either.
Really?
Oh yeah, because nobody's been out. So it's
I get that.
I would get huge laughs at nothing jokes, and then my big jokes that always were very reliable would get nothing. It was just really weird for a while, and but it's been great now. We're completely no restrictions here, so it's been cool. But
that's good.
Excellent. So are you? So you said you don't really have too big of a plans for your watch channel? You're gonna put like a video once a week or so?
Once a week or something like that, unless it just takes off, and then I'll change my mind. But I don't see that happening. So because there's just
you never know.
There's a lot of you guys that do it better than me, and I normally don't. It's very against my usual rules to do something like this because normally I don't even try to do something I don't think I'll be one of the best at, and I think that I don't know nearly enough about watches to be doing a watch channel, but I'm just going to review stuff that I have or stuff that I'm super interested in and stick under $1,000, mostly.
Cool.
And just kind of, review the stuff that I like. And again, it's kind of almost like I can't want to say I'm parking it, but it's sort of like just to have it. If something goes wrong with my knife channel, then I'll all of a sudden become very, very interested in watches and learn a lot more as fast as I possibly can. But it's just fun. It's like I tried to keep watches just as a hobby, and I didn't want to do a channel for a long time. Some of my knife viewers are watch people too, and they kept asking me to. And I said, no, I want to keep it a hobby. But then I got nervous with all the YouTube rules and everything.
Yeah.
Which I'm not bashing YouTube. This is their house. They can make whatever rules they want. We're signed up for it. it's just communicate with us and tell us what we did wrong. That's all I asked for.
Yeah, exactly. Going back to starting your channel. So like, Brian, the first thing I did, my first video was the state of the collection. I had been thinking about doing a channel for like a year and a half, and I thought everything had to be perfect. The stars had to align. I had to get all the nice equipment, and then one day I just said screw it, and that's how this channel started. It's just the first thing, the hardest thing to do is just start, as you know.
Yeah.
But then I just reviewed all the stuff that I had, and then I got involved in the watch enthusiast community, as you pretty much have as well. And then you trade watches back and forth, and that's how you build it.
Yeah, and that's right. I have had you and Dirk and a couple of people have offered, send me stuff, and I'll probably do that a bit. But also, when people send me stuff, it's like with knives too. It often gets expensive because I want it.
Yeah.
That's why.
Yeah.
I want to borrow your sumo, and also really don't want to borrow your sumo. Because I know I'm probably going to want to buy one. But
right.
It's and I love the watch community a lot, and I think that overall, pretty decent people. But what just amazes me is hanging out in watch community forums. Like the same stuff that makes me mad about the knife community is almost the exact same stuff that makes me mad about the watch community. So it's the snobbery and stuff occasional, but it's not nearly as bad as you think it is.
Yeah.
It's definitely been a lot better than I thought it would be. I think in some ways maybe in the knife community is worse as far as the snobbery and stuff goes, but because they get much more nation centric, where the watch community does not care where something's made.
Right. Pete is saying his first video was done on a GoPro that he took off from his bike, and Pete's got a really great channel. Kevin says, try to see if you can scratch your watches with your knives. All right.
No, I'm sure I can. I hope so. God, I hope so. Or they're terrible knives. Yeah, at least this time I have all the stuff, Although I still just record on an iPhone. I don't have a fancy camera. I never felt it. I just upgrade to the newest iPhone every 2 years, and it's always been fine.
Yeah.
Joe, garbage plate.
Yeah.
Do you guys know what a garbage plate is?
I guess not. No, I
have an idea. But
it's a Rochester food. I'm in Rochester, New York. And a food. It's it's a plate with mac salad, home fries, raw onions, ketchup or mustard, meat sauce like chili dog sauce sort of, and then you get your choice of either hot dogs or hamburger patties on it.
Oh, they give you a choice at least.
And it's one big giant plate of awful. I'm not a fan of the garbage plate, and I get flat for it sometimes, but I wasn't born here, so I don't think my guts were born to handle it. I think it's an innate thing, but there was a place down the road that made fancy pants ones that used macaroni and cheese, and like really good macaroni and cheese instead of mac salad. And I could eat like a third of one of those, but the regular ones I hate. I hate mac salad. I think
it's macaroni salad.
Yeah, cold. Yeah. So it's a mixture of hot. It's not just a mixture of food. It's a mixture of hot and cold because the onions are raw.
Oh no!
Wow.
And the mac salad is cold. And everything else is hot. It's not great.
It's garbage. It's garbage.
Yeah, it's garbage plate. Yeah.
Sounds like a recipe for hiney hole fever. Yeah.
Hole fever. That's the most wholesome way I've ever heard that described in my life.
Yeah.
Mommy, I have hiney hole fever.
We usually like to wrap the stream on things like hiney hole fever.
Yeah. All the time, Slice. All the time.
Hashtag hiney hole fever.
Yeah. Is Buck the Seiko of the knife world?
No,
I'm looking at pictures of these garbage plates. Holy cow!
It's
these things look disgusting.
And our baseball team here, the Red Wings, sometimes like they did it on one night as a joke, and they sold so many T-shirts and hats and stuff that now they go by the plates for like one night a month, and you get like a jersey with a garbage plate on it.
Some of them look good, actually, like they're nicely compartmentalized underneath the pile, and then others look like
that looks
together.
horrible. That looks bad.
Some look better than others, but overall, it's not banging.
Wow.
The place that originated them is going out of business, which is kind of sad. No, because they've been around for like ever and ever and ever. But they got very litigious. If you called something a garbage plate, they would sue you. And so it was not a nice guy. Nick Tahoe was his name, the guy who invented them. But
Dib seems to like it. He's been to Rochester and it's lovely to eat.
I'm looking at a picture of Nick Tahoe's garbage plate.
It's the worst one. It's the worst looking one.
Yeah, it looks really bad.
It's like they're really soupy. I don't know how else to describe it.
There are some that look okay.
We do have really good poutine here, by the way. Yeah, so we're close enough to Canada. We've got access.
I was actually gonna say it's almost like a poutine kind of looking thing, especially if you get into like the gourmet poutines where you have like pork and stuff.
I love poutine. That's amazing.
Poutine. Okay. Sushi, anyone? It's good hangover food. Okay. My hangover food was it's like poutine. It was fries with gravy and mozzarella cheese, like disco fries. Go to the diner the next day, and that's what I wanted. Thanks, Chaz. 2000K finally got there. Thank you so much.
Yeah, congratulations on that.
This garbage plate looks like a good place to go for a high school date after basketball.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, yeah.
You didn't date much in high school, did you?
His son just had a date, and they played a little ball, and then went to Chipotle.
Basketball, burritos, and ice cream.
Yeah, that's another.
That's a recipe for a little bit of
Heine
GI distress.
Yep.
Yellow fever.
Shrimp poutine parm. All right. Yeah, I'd eat that, Wilson. I'd eat it. God. Thanks, Don. Well, guys, we've done it all. We've done it all today. We spoke about knives. We spoke about watches. We spoke about questionable eating and the results of, and we had Brian on. And Brian, good luck with your channel. You're more than welcome to come here anytime to our stream and hang out.
Can I put Joe on the spot? Joe, did you diss any watches today? Did you diss any popular watches?
Oh, he did not.
He hit in the corner.
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, I let you off the hook.
Don't do this. No, not at the end. Don't do that.
No, come on.
Come on.
I would rather eat a garbage plate.
No, not gonna happen.
No, you
not
wouldn't.
Gonna happen.
No, you wouldn't.
All right.
I tell you, okay, real quick. I love you guys. I love everyone's watch picks. For those who like or love Panerai, my heart goes out to you.
Oh, I don't like Panerai. I'll stick up with you though. I do not like Panerais at all.
Well, I mean, submersible. Bronzo, I love, beautiful. I respect it. Luminors and radiomirs, I can't.
I'm kind of on board with you a bit. I'm trying to like them.
No, you're not.
I can't get there.
I'd love to say the name.
Unacceptable.
It's a great name to say. I do love this sound.
Panerai.
Put him on the spot, and he just stake right through my heart.
Mine too. What about you, Brian? I realized I didn't ask you either. What about you?
I said the 58. I stabbed you.
That's right.
Yeah, direct hit to Buddy.
Yeah, you sunk my battleship, Brian. You did. Well, guys, another great stream. Really had a great time tonight. Amin, anything coming up? Any interviews with brand representatives of really high-end watches coming up?
No.
You did a great job, by the way.
That was
job.
awesome. That was good. Yeah, that was really good.
Not that I can think of, but I did get this. Let me see if this works. I'm thinking of doing more reviews, and I got this second camera. So, I hope this works. So, basically,
hey, that's your hand.
If I go like this, I can switch camera angles really quickly. And get some pretty good macro stuff.
Wow.
and
that's awesome, man.
Then switch back to this fast. So
how are you doing that?
So for live stream, reviews, it'll be really easy to like flip back and forth. If people are saying, "Hey, let me see this," I can.
That's awesome.
That. Yeah.
Good job. That's awesome.
Thank
you. Colin, anything coming up?
Nope, nothing.
How's the
hanging out? I'm busy, man.
Social media is going.
It's tough to juggle it all.
Yeah,
but make it work.
Okay, fair enough. Brian, Slicey, anything coming up on your channel other than your?
I can't stop thinking about Nhl Fever.
Yeah,
or whatever it was.
No, it's hard. It's hard not to.
Oh yeah, I got a lot of stuff coming up with Slicey Dicey, but I don't have any plans for my next video on the old Watchya On About. I don't have any new watches coming in anytime soon, so I was gonna do a separate video about my warranty thing, but I just included it in the roundup instead. So
yeah, sounds good, sir. Well, guys, Sunday night, please tune in to Watch Soup with Sanjay and I at 9 o'clock, and at 8 o'clock, go over and see Slicey's stream. Slicey's dream. It's my dream. I like that. It's your dream. Anyway, good night, guys. Take care.
See ya.
Good night.